Hello everyone, I'm finally doing it. I don't think this one's underrated. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is one that people actually like a lot. So this is the Nemo 3. Nemo 3's fun. It's got a simple kit on it. It's just got two main weapons on it. It's carrying the Gym 2 beam rifle. It's got a beam cannon on the back. It's got head Vulcans and a saber, and that's it. So it's a pretty straightforward support. I got two guns that I'm comboing with, and I want to shoot people with them. But it is fun. They also both, I don't think either of them, neither of them charge, and they both stun. So you're just swapping between the two and shooting people with it. The Gym 2 rifle can be fun because it is a heat-based weapon, so I have the choice of overheating it if I need to, or holding onto that heat to use it more frequently. It does have a pretty high heat consumption per shot, though. So, as you can see there, if you notice the heat gauge go down, you only really have one shot at a time, unless you don't mind overheating it. But, you know, it's options. And, of course, the shoulder-mounted beam cannon is ammunition-based. So it's got 6 shots on it before it has to reload. And that right there, while I was talking, is the typical start of an Arctic base match. I like Arctic base, but people need to stop revolving around in circles and stuff and just actually form a front line. It's a map. What am I waiting for here? I think I was waiting for more people to spawn in. But we're gonna go ahead and deploy. We're gonna try and find a good vantage point. This is also a decent suit for, like, mid-ranged combat. I don't remember if it has any skills that help it in melee or not. I'm gonna actually have to go check that. I doubt it. Most supports don't. But it's not too bad because the gym rifle, you can use while moving, right? And then it's got the head Vulcans, which you can use while boosting. And it does have to stop to fire the shoulder-mounted rifle, but a lot of the weapons you can use pretty quickly, pretty easily. Again, both of them stun. So it can move with the team a lot easier than some of the other stuff that really just has to plant itself and fight. And plus, it lets me do that. When moving in like a mid-range role with the rest of my team, it lets me actually get those Vulcan kills. I believe one of the weapons has a decent, cooldown between shots. I believe it's the shoulder-mounted rifle cannon. But I remember, you can combo with it pretty easily there. But I remember having hang-ups where it's basically I can do the rifle into the shoulder cannon into the rifle into shoulder cannon to rifle into, now I'm waiting for the shoulder cannon to reset. But even beam rifle into shoulder cannon stacks a decent amount of damage. And of course, being a support, you've got that range on it. Oh, that's the other thing that really helps this thing in a mid-range spot, though. You see, most likely, I couldn't have hit him all the way from back there with the Gym 2 rifle. So typically when you're aiming at something, the reticle's going to change color. You can see right there where it changes color based on whether or not I can actually hit the target I'm aiming at. It'll also show whether I have advantage or disadvantage on the thing I'm aiming at, but it doesn't actually do that to its max range. So right at, like, its maximum range, it's not actually going to display. So you gotta kind of feel out sometimes whether or not something's actually in range to hit or not. As such, earlier I was aiming at a guy. The thing wasn't changing color or anything, but I'm not completely sure he was actually out of range because I haven't tested enough with this rifle. I don't use a lot of stuff that uses the rifle regularly, so... But it was probably out of range. The Gym 2 rifle is built more for mid-range. I think it originally came out on the Gym 2, which is a general instead of a support. I was about to say, I think I had the heat recover just in time for where I could have used it, but Vulcan kill, so... Or used it without overheating, I mean. But it got... Vulcans did the job, so... No big deal there. Looks like I'm gonna move up... No? Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be moving up here to try and flank the guy in the caves right here. So you see we have... Yeah, we have a guy coming in from one side. I'm going to move in on this side. We're going to get him in a good pincer strike. Not much you can do in that situation. That's the enemy support as well, by the way. That's... Oh! Oh, that's why I saved that. There was a random... Was that... I gotta look at that again, because I think that's what just happened. I think I just got a random Vulcan kill on that guy. Wow! That's awesome. I normally can't hit Vulcans when I'm actually aiming at the target. Like, on a pilot, I mean. That's awesome. Yeah, that's the... I believe it's RS Jarja? I gotta double check the name. But that's a really fun general... Sorry, it's a support. That's a really fun support, too. The R Jarja is raid, and then that one... If it was a RS Jarja, again, you gotta check that. That one's a support instead, and it's got a big rifle instead of just the smaller beam rifle that the R Jarja has. Both of them are really fun suits. The support one is still hyper-aggressive, despite being a support. I believe it has to stop... It's been a little bit since I last used it, but I believe it has... The rifle charges. I want to say you can move while charging it, but then it has to stop to fire? I think that's the case? It's been a minute. Yeah, I can see he was doing it right there. He had it charged. It's a cool suit. I like it. Don't use it enough, but I do decent, or I have done decent when I do use it. But yeah, that is, what, Despada as well, the one we just took, or the one they just took down, I should say. That one's fun too, but I've done really, really poorly with it. But it's cool. You just need to actually do good with it. We are just bullying the base here at the end. Oh, there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they came in force, and I was just a little bit too poked out to do anything before they shot me. That's sad. Hopefully we're going to be able to spawn back in here. Oh, there's time. We're going to spawn back in and hopefully do something good with the amount of time that's left. It's not a lot, but, like, if we can get some well-placed shots... Yeah, we have time to get some shots off, so we'll see what happens. Gonna move up to position. That is not... that is not great. Are we going to actually manage? Please tell me we actually manage. Yes, we do! At the, what was that? The 5-second mark? We got that last couple hit in there. It's fantastic. So yeah. Nemo 2. I like it. I think it has a really cool head. I love the red visor. Yeah, you can see I would not call this the greatest showing of it. I could have done more damage for sure if I had landed more shots, if I had played more. I landed a lot of shots, to be fair. More than usual, anyway. So maybe I just needed to be more aggressive. To be fair, this map, I've had a hard time a lot of times getting into good vantage points with the map, particularly because of the rocket in the center that we blew up in this case, but, you know, that central structure is just... It's a big obstacle that you gotta figure out how to shoot around, so you gotta be constantly moving into new vantage points and whatnot, and then the enemy team can just continue to revolve around it, so I have had issue with that, but, again, I still like the map. I think it's a cool map. But yeah, that of course, is gonna do it for today. I'm not sure what to show off next, because I got a lot of really cool matches, so, you know, we'll see what I end up doing. But I will see you whatever I do next, I will see you then.